Hey guys, it is first thing in the morning and I'm getting ready to head out. We're going to be using the SAS Siege compound bow today, and hopefully we'll have a chance to actually use it. Now we're going to get out there just about 30 minutes before daylight. Well, by the time we get out there, it'll be about 30 minutes before the sun actually comes up over the horizon. So it'll be light enough to see by then. But it should still be just fine. It is the coldest that it has been this season right now. Every other day this season it's been in the 80s and 90s. And right now it's in the 30s. And I'm freezing. Alright, see you in the woods. Well, I have looked all around here and I haven't seen any blood, no hair, nothing, no indication of a hit. So unfortunately, I missed. But at least it was a clean miss and not a bad hit. About 35 yards, it's usually about as far as I like to shoot. It should have been a dead deer, but man, it was like I was watching the arrow go in slow motion and the deer was not in slow motion. You know, the arrow went right where I aimed. The problem was the deer wasn't there by the time it got there. So, but look at this. There's tons and tons of turds down here, and Acorns, lots and lots of acorns. All over the place. Not so much up where my tree stand is, it's all down here. Now this is, we're getting 60, 75 yards away from the stand. Look at this. That is a big, fresh scrape. And then right over here is an even bigger, fresh scrape. So it looks like my stand is just a little bit out of range from where most of the action is. And I saw, man, probably half a dozen bucks this morning. All of them were down here at this field edge. Two of them were kind of locking horns right in here. They weren't putting any force into it or anything. You know, they were just kind of tickling the antlers a little bit. But you can tell the rut's coming. Man. Really wish I'd have hit that one, but he wasn't the biggest one. He was just the big enough one. So, well. Bound to happen every now and then. Oh well. Okay, so teachable moment here. Your first impulse is that you missed a deer, or even if you hit one, you got a lot of scent in that area because you had to walk around, and you need to lay off that area so you don't pressure more deer out of that spot. So you should hunt a different spot for another couple days and then come back. But here's the thing. You give it a couple days, the deer may not be there anymore. And we know that there's deer there now, or at least there were this morning, and we know that there's lots of sign there from them spending a lot of time there, so they've been there longer than just this morning. And there's a reason for them to continue being there because there's a good food source for them there, and they're still in the pre-rut phase, so they're not thinking about breeding right now. They're still holding to those food patterns. So don't run away from the deer. Once you find them, stick with them until there's a reason to move. So we know it's a good spot. We just need to fine-tune the position of that tree stand. We need to move it about 75, 80 yards. That'll put us over those acorns. And yeah. So I'm also switching up the bow. I'm going with the Samick Sage, and I know some people are thinking, man, this dude missed a deer this morning with a compound bow. Now he's gonna go with something even harder to shoot. And I get it, but I mean, the reason why I missed the deer this morning isn't because the arrow went wild. It's because the deer was faster than the arrow, right? I mean, he ducked it at like 35 yards. So, yeah, the arrow went right where I was aiming. Plus, I've got a lot more experience with the recurve. I shot a recurve many, many years before I ever picked up a compound. Now, I've killed a lot more deer with a compound, but yeah. I just want to keep things super simple today. We're gonna get out there a little earlier, move this tree stand, and hope for the best.
Hey, this is Nola. Hey, Nola. What you doing, girl? Huh? You gonna bring us good luck? You gonna bring us good luck? Yeah. Who's a good girl? Yeah.
All right. Well, it's obvious the deer are still out there. We didn't spook them all off. It's just a game of steps, you know, a couple steps this way, a couple steps that way. That's going to be the difference between going home with a deer or going home empty-handed. But that's the cat and mouse game that we play every October. So obviously still a good spot. They got reason to be there. So do I. So anyways, guys, that's all the time that I have for today. Till next time, thumbs up.